Greetings, change makers. It is Amanda here, and I am excited to be launching a brand new theme on the Changemaker for Impact Network called Changemaker Stewardship. And in the coming weeks, in the month of December, we are going to be exploring this topic and the different social capital that we all have access to that we can be using to steward for social change and widespread impact. A stewardship mindset realizes that we truly do not actually own anything, but we're just managing it for a certain period of time. And many of us grew up thinking about stewardship related to possibly tithes and offering, but directly related to our finances. And so we are actually going to be exploring all the other opportunities outside of that we can be stewarding. And today I'm going to be talking about the topic of stewarding your time in your capacity, which is an interesting thing to be thinking about. We all are accountable for the ways in which we are spending the time and the capacity that we have. And I would say for me, when COVID started, it became challenging to really think through what my best yes is and how I could be stewarding my time well, because I was often coming up against a lot of roadblocks. And some of the ways in which I was wanting to spend my time, I just wasn't able to. And yet deep inside of me, I had a yearning to continue to be impactful given the circumstances that were in front of me. And I'm just going to share a quick story, which is no kudos to me because it took a very long time for me to come to terms with COVID. And like I said, the roadblocks that I was facing, but I was laying awake at night thinking about all the kids in my neighborhood where I live who were outside playing, and they were obviously not on their computer doing emergency distance learning. And I just became really concerned for them and the fact that possibly many of the young ones were not learning how to read. And I was in a spiral of frustration actually around this topic. And being the change maker that I am, I wanted to change the world in like all these big, huge ways. And yet the system was just not working and I wasn't able to impact it in the way that I wanted. And so I thought, you know what, this is just silly. I need to impact my own little sphere of influence right in my neighborhood. And so I started building relationships with the kids with the use of my adorable dog, Nutmeg, and just told them, you can come over whenever you want to see me and to see Nutmeg and my kids, but here's the thing, you need to bring a book. And so I just took it upon myself to choose to steward what capacity and time I did have, even though it's little snippets of time here and there, to be investing in them. And just this last week, we had a little lights luminary party where I hid a bunch of glow sticks in the neighborhood, and it's just such a small thing, and yet it made me feel like I was contributing to something that was important to me. And so I'm just sharing this story in case it's an inspiration to you. Sometimes we don't get to be in the position to influence things in the biggest possible way, but might we consider the ways that we're stewarding our time and capacity in the here and now, even if it happens to be in your own backyard?